Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Coffee and a Card. Today is Sunday, January 14th, which is just crazy. But I have some really, really cute projects to show you today and a really cool bundle for you. And I only have part of the bundle, but I think it's the coolest part of the bundle. So I'm excited to show you guys. Don't forget to enter the drawing for a prize by commenting with hashtag Adoring Hearts. That's the name of this hybrid embossing folder, is Adoring Hearts. So it is scrolling past your screen right now. Don't forget. And this is the bundle, page 18 of the mini catalog. This is the bundle I'm referring to here. If you blink, you miss it, I feel like. And I didn't actually purchase the entire bundle, which I'm kind of kicking myself because I really like the sentiments in this one here that like fit in the little banner and stuff just for you. I love the font of the loved to my Valentine. So there's some really cool sentiments here. I didn't actually get this. I just got the hybrid embossing folder and dies. And I got this one as well. And we're going to be using both of these sets today. I just think the concept is super cool and I really like to use them. And so I'm going to show you guys how I've used them to create some Valentines. Now, before I get started with that, I do want to just tell you guys about a class that just closed, but I'm leaving it open for the rest of today because I don't want you guys to miss out if you didn't get into it. And this is the Forever Loved Lifetime of Love album class that Terry and I are putting together. This is a big, like, full album class, and it comes with a whole pack of the designer series paper, half a pack of the cards and envelopes which we use to create these fun pockets. It's going to be all the cardstock, all of the designer series paper. Everything's cut and scored for you. Everything you need to make this beautiful album. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, but there's back and front and in pockets and in folders. There's a lot of cool little fun folds, like this one here that folds out really far. So there's just so much to this album. It's gorgeous. The paper's stunning. And you need the Lifetime of Love suite. You just need the bundle. Yeah, Lifetime of Love bundle on page 15 is all you need. We will provide you with everything else. So I'm going to leave registration open until the end of today because I'm going to be putting the order in. So if you want it, make sure you register. And if you need the link, let me know. Okay. So Adoring Hearts. Now I will tell you that one of the designer series papers that's current right now, and it's in the celebration catalog, is so cute, and it's perfect for all the Valentines. And you can actually see they used the Adoring Hearts bundle there to create this little, if you see all these different hearts in the catalog, it's probably from this bundle. But the paper is so pretty. I just wanted to take a second to show you. This is free pack of paper with a $50 purchase. So it's great to get your Valentines and then get this for free. So now you have the paper plus whatever you need for your Valentines. But I just love how it has this really pretty gold accents on one side. This one's gold roses. Look at the hearts. Just look at the hearts, you guys. So pretty. I love the buffalo check. Oh, so pretty. We've got hearts of every shape, color, and size. I've got some more hearts here. Some pink buffalo check or plaid. Look at the hearts on this other side. This is a piece that I used today. I love it. Look at the marbling, the gold marbling. So pretty. Look at this. I just love this checkered pattern, and it's going diagonal. More gold, like brush strokes. Again, there's that pink heart side. So just some beautiful, beautiful paper. All of this for free. with a $50 purchase during celebration. This is why I love celebration. You just get more for your money. So I use some of that today in my cards. I'm going to show you guys my projects. And then I'm going to show you guys how to use this bundle. All right. So we're going to go in order of the way I'm going to teach you today. This is where you can emboss and die cut the hearts. And that's why they call it a hybrid, because you can do 2 in 1. And then I created this cute little Valentine card. This is using Lost Lagoon and Petal Pink, which I think are so pretty together. So I'm going to show you this one. This one, I just used the embossing part. So I've just embossed the background. And then I took the other hybrid embossing set, the Thoughtful Moments, and I embossed and cut out the word hello and then did hello love here. So that was kind of cute. And I used that adoring, I'm sorry, I used the, what is that paper called? Most Adored Designer Series paper in the background. So just a pretty little Valentine. And then this one's probably the wow card. It's definitely got more steps to it. Now I'm making one change. I used vellum as my window because there is gold flecks in the back. And I used vellum, and it's very hard to see through. So this time I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to use window sheet, and we're going to see how that looks with the shaker material. And it's just really, really pretty. And there's that banner I was talking about. I had to pull a sentiment from a different set that would fit inside the banner. So that's why that bundle with the stamp set that actually is supposed to work with this set would be a really good choice. So super pretty. I hope you guys like these. We're going to go ahead and get started. Don't forget to do the hashtag adoring hearts so you can get a prize from me. And I don't have all of the pieces I need for this card prepped. As you can see, I was a little bit late today. Just scrambling a little bit today. Okay, so Lost Lagoon. I'm digging through my scraps right now to see if I have any, so I don't have to cut anymore. But I probably will have to cut. That's okay. Okay, so we need a piece of basic white that we're going to cut with the deckled rectangles. And we need a piece of Lost Lagoon so we can emboss and die cut the hearts. So I'm just going to get that done here for us. How are you guys doing? How is life? Life is so lifey right now. So I'm just going to cut this in half so that we can emboss and die cut. And then this one, I'm just going to cut down to 4 1/4 so that I can get my deckled rectangle out of it. Okay, so the dies I'm going to be using for this card are the deckled rectangles. I'm going to use the largest one to get the, right, that's what I used, yep, to get the deckled rectangle that I want on the basic white. And I'm going to use this hybrid embossing folder with the hearts to get our little Lost Lagoon hearts. So we're just going to take the outer frame and the embossing folder. Now, the way that this works is like a sandwich, right? And you want to make sure you put this in the right way so you don't ruin your embossing folder. So there is a side that has the Stampin' Up! Logo on it. This back side doesn't have the Stampin' Up! Logo on it, okay? This side does. So when you open your embossing folder, the side that has the Stampin' Up! Logo, you want to put your dies face up on them. And you're going to like push it in here and it's going to kind of lock in place. It's going to fit like a puzzle. See, I can't move the dies around because they're locked into the embossed piece. That's when you know you've got a right fit and you've got it in the right spot. That way you don't ruin any of your embossing folder when you go to close it. So I'm going to put my piece of Lost Lagoon here. And actually what I kind of like to do so that my dies don't move is I like to put the paper down over top of it like this, so that I know I've got this nice solid sandwich and nothing's going to move around in there. So keep a nice tight hold on it once you've got it closed. So this is going to do two things. It's going to emboss and it's going to die cut at the same time. So let's bring our machine in here, and you need the special layers. So I have my standard plate and I have my blue adapter plate. I don't know, whatever this plate's called, the blue plate. But you would have to find the sandwich that works for your machine, okay? And my mat is sliding all over the place. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pass it one more time just to make sure I've got it cut all the way through. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to fix my mat because it is driving me bonkers. I'm going to put a little, the way that I do this is I put a little glue dot in all the corners. But I think sometimes like the glue dots come up or it gets dirty under there and then it doesn't stick so much. It's just a temporary stick. So if you're like, putting a glue dot on your work desk, it's just a temporary stick. It doesn't stick forever. Trust me, because I've done this and I keep having to do it, so I know that it's not permanent. Okay. All right, so we've got our hearts embossed and die cut. So let's see the magic here. Oh. And I just love using it like an embossing folder just because like the little hearts that embosses in between the big hearts is just so cute. Like you can just use this as a background. Super pretty. But look at all these beautiful hearts we have now. Just so many gorgeous hearts to play with. And I don't know if I kept any of them, but I also tried this by putting ink on my embossing folder and then embossing it and like having the ink lay into the hearts. And that was really cool effect too. And I'll show you that here with the Love You. I'm going to show you that. So there's our hearts. We've done that. We need to die cut our deckled rectangle, and we're going to die cut the words Love You. And that's with our other hybrid embossing folder. This one has the word Love You right here. Okay, so we're going to use a cool new tool that Stampin' Up! Came out with, called the brayer. It's not new, it's returning, but it looks like this when it doesn't have hair on it. It looks like this, and it's heavy. It's got this kind of firm rubber. It's like you can't really like push it in or anything, but it's like rubber texture. And it's going to be used to kind of roll the ink onto our embossing folder. And it's really cool. It kind of gives a nice smooth texture. So, okay. So we need a scrap of basic white. I don't think I have any here. Nope, I don't. Let me grab a scrap of basic white. And we're going to, once we get our Love You inked up, we're going to lay this over top of it. So get your Lost Lagoon ink and your sponge brayer. Now, I do recommend keeping there's these kind of metal spokes, if you will, these little metal pieces that stick out. Keep them facing upward. I did it like this, and then I started like getting really close to scraping my ink pad with this, and that was going to make me super sad. So make sure you do it like this. I think the reason it's like that is so that you can lay it on your desk and not get ink because it won't touch the surface. So I think it's great to lay it down like this so that it's up off the surface, but when you're inking it up, make sure you turn it the other way so you're not scraping the ink pad or scraping things you don't want to scrape. So I'm just putting some ink on my roller. I don't need a lot because it's just a small word, but I've got ink on my roller, and then I'm just going to put it right here on this. And reminder, it's just the outline of the words. that are getting the ink, because the inside is going to be what's being embossed. If you wanted the inside, you would emboss, or you would color this side, but then it would be indented instead of outward, extended, I guess. So just get that nice and inked up. Then take your dies and lay them into their spots, just like I showed you before, right? Just into their spot. Put your piece of paper over top of where it's going to be cut out and lay that down, and then just keep it like in a nice tight sandwich so that you can already see the ink, that blue Lost Lagoon ink, bluish green. So we're going to die cut that. Die cut and emboss. Yeah, brayers are not a new thing, are they? It's really exciting though, because I didn't have a Stampin' Up! Brayer from back in the day, and so now I get one, and so I'm excited about that. But look, now you can see you have this really pretty outline of the words that you've embossed. So that's a fun way if you want to kind of make the words stand out a little bit more by just doing that. You just got to get all the little bits and pieces that it's cut out. There we go. So that's a really great way to kind of take your hybrid embossing up to the next level, if you will. Okay, so I'm going to clean that up, and then we got to die cut our deckled rectangle, which I need a different sandwich for. So we're using our magnetic plate and 2 clear plates for the deckled rectangle. Okay. So we need to die cut a couple more pieces out of our hybrid, or out of our hearts dies. So let me put the deckled rectangles away, if I can find the folder. Okay. So in this is the cool thing about this set. There are so many dies. So we're going to cut a couple of different shapes and things to kind of add some accent pieces to our card. So I'm going to cut one of these decorative hearts out of the green, and I'm going to cut some leaves out of the green, and then I'm going to get some petal pink and cut the rest of the shapes out. So let's do that. So the heart. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so we've cut those. And then let's get some petal pink in the mix here. Finding a scrap in my scrap drawer. There we go. Okay, so let's cut some little hearts and some of these like flower looking things to get some pink in there. And I might cut 2 sets of hearts because I think I want a little bit more pink. And you can see the hearts cut out a really cute little border too. So let's move these and cut out one more set of hearts. Okay, so let's get all these, and then we can kind of get our bearings and put this thing together. So, okay, so let me get our, this does create quite a bit of little pieces we got to poke out. Okay, so we have this cute heart. We have our love you. Let's try to keep this some sort of order. Oh, we were supposed to cut out the banner too. So we will do that. Lots of die cutting. Okay. Where were we with that? Before the days of die cutting. I don't know how we lived. Okay. Oh, we need these guys. And yep, a pink banner. Okay, so let's die cut a pink banner. I'm just going to do that here off the side so I don't have to move everything out of the way. I'm just going to cut a little pink banner. And by the magic of TV, voila. Okay. So just trying to make sure I put everything back where it was so that it all fits. I don't know. Might have to move the leaf. Okay. All right. So let's put this bad boy together. And we're going to start by gluing our deckled rectangle down. I love these deckled rectangles. I think they're just so pretty. And now that we have the deckled circles, I feel like my life is complete. Okay. One of the other things that I did, and this is totally optional, is to color in the letters. And in order to do that, you just need a blender brush or a blender pen. I think they're called. Yep, blender pen and the ink of your choice. So because I inked the outside as Lost Lagoon and it's kind of acting as like an outline, then I can come in with a little bit of ink and my blender pen and I can fill in the lines with some ink. And you just want to be careful with this so you don't get it outside the lines. But if you keep your brush kind of parallel to the paper, you know, and it will only get color on the raised parts. But you just want to be a little careful. So you just pick up some ink from the ink pad and brush it on. And don't sit too long in one spot because this isn't watercolor paper and you don't want the paper to start peeling. Almost done. There you go. So then you have it kind of a little bit darker. It's really cute that way. And then you can use a scrap to brush until your blender pen comes clean. Okay. And I just like that because it just kind of made it pop a little bit more for me. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to adhere our hearts onto our paper here, onto our card. So you can pick whatever patterns you want and in whichever order you want. They are repeat patterns. So you're going to have at least 2 of the same design on each card. It's like the same pattern 3 times. So I just picked 2 of each design. I'm left with 1 extra set. And I'm just gluing these down. And I'm not really, you know, I'm not measuring the spacing to make sure it's perfectly straight or even. I'm just eyeballing it. If it looks good to my eyeballs, I'm considering that good enough. Okay. All right. So now we're going to make our little, love you banner. And so I just kind of started layering things. So I put my banner behind the love you like this. Okay. So love you banner. And then you just kind of start taking different pieces and you can use a glue dot or you can use, one of the other things you could do is put a strip of snail across the back and then start sticking things to it. So you can take your heart, put your heart where you want it. like off to the side. You can take your pretty little leaves. Make sure you've got all the things punched out of them. And see, I'm just kind of sticking them to the tape on the back. It's just kind of a temporary hold. And then you can start putting your other pieces on. Nope, that one doesn't want to stick. I'll put it over here. No, I like it over here. That. And I was even thinking we could do the hearts. I don't know if it's too much though. Yeah, might be a bit much with the heart outlines. So then we've got this. And then I added some additional layers by doing some ribbon. And I'm just going to add more adhesive to the back. And this will help me lay my ribbon across. I'm just going to do a zigzag pattern. So across the back, loop it, and then across the other side. And then you just kind of look at it and see, oh, I made my loops too big. So you can bring those in a little bit. You can play with it until it's something that you like. Then take your scissors when you're happy with it and just cut the ends like so. Okay, so now I've kind of got this little bundle of greenery and ribbon, and I can just put this on my card. I'm going to use dimensionals for mine just to kind of pop it up. This will also give me the opportunity to kind of glue everything down together so I know that it's not going to move or go away or fall apart. Okay. So peel the backing off of everything and stick it down where you'd like it. Okay. So I just kind of stuck mine kind of not really over top of the other heart, but kind of a little bit below it. And then I have some cute little hearts that I die cut, and I can add those throughout. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll use all 5. Do some hearts. We'll do one right there. And I'm just putting the glue where I think I want the hearts, and then we'll stick the hearts down. I feel like that is the easiest way to do this, but you can always do it the way that it makes sense for you. And I'm going to use my little putty end on my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm just going to pick up my hearts and stick them down where I want them. Oop, like so. I have one more. Let's do the last one over here. Lots of hearts. Isn't it pretty though? Like, it really didn't take much, and it's mostly dyes, but it's so pretty. And I love the colors. This is a great color combo. But a nice card to tell someone that you love them, whether it be your spouse or a parent or a friend or your kid. I just think this is so pretty. I don't know. Yeah, it must be the colors. Something about it I just really, really like. So very pretty, fun. I just love the textures and the layers. Just so pretty. Love it. Okay, so pretty simple card. My next one is also very simple, and that is the, if I can find it, this one here, which for me screams more traditional Valentine, right? And I know the hello is kind of hard to see, the white on white, and that's why I kind of created the border, like the outer border of red to kind of make it pop a little bit more. But in person, it's definitely going to pop because I added Wink of Stella, and I know it's kind of hard. You can't really see on the camera, but there's Wink of Stella on the hello, which makes it all sparkle. So that was another way to kind of make it pop. You could also just make the hello a different color, whether it be pink or black or something. You can make this a different color. Do you guys think I should make this a different color? Tell me if you think I should make that pop a little bit more. I'm kind of leaning towards yes, but if you guys like it like this and you're like, nah, like if you think it needs to be a different color, tell me what color I should do for the hello. If I just do a red hello, then I don't need the border. Could do that. They could totally be cookies. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that idea. Perhaps the other way around. All right, we'll try it. We'll do a red hello with a white border. Now the white's not really going to show because we have the white background, but we can try it, definitely. Okay, we'll give it a go. That way we can see the white on red, and we'll see the red on white. We'll try it around. I was thinking pink too. Pink might be a good option. I don't know. We can play around with it. Okay, so, and this again is using both of the hybrid embossing folders. So we're going to get a lot of hybrid embossing folder action today. Oh, the other thing I could do to make the white stand out is do the same brayer technique, where it would just do the outline of the hello in red. Couple different ways we could try this out. We might want to try it a couple times and see what we like the best. So this is the other hybrid embossing folder. Thoughtful Moments, I think is what it's called. I'm just going to clean any residual ink that I have on here. Okay, so I have a couple scraps. I have a white scrap and some red scrap. And I think we should do a pink scrap. Now, should we do this color pink? Oh, so pretty. This is Bubble Gum, or Bubble Bath, sorry, Bubble Bath. We could try Bubble Bath. We'll try white on red, and then we'll also try the red brayer ink on white and see what we like. So we'll do a couple different renditions of the same hello because I like options. Which one, Bonnie? The Thoughtful Moments or the Adoring Hearts? I think the Thoughtful Moments is super useful because of all the really cool big sentiments. So I really am having fun playing with them. It was definitely something that caught my eye when I saw the set. And then you can see it's just nice. It's nice and embossed really, really well, really thorough, like deep embossed indentation. And I really like that. It's not hard to see. Even on something like white, it's not hard to see. All right, let's do it with red. We'll do a pink one, and then we'll get another piece of white, and we'll do the red sponge brayer. Not sponge, sorry. I probably keep calling it a sponge brayer, and it's not sponge. So much better than sponge. It's a real brayer. Okay, so then we have this one. Look at it in red, so pretty. Okay. And then let's do a white one. Oh, I'm sorry, a pink one I meant. And we can save these other sentiments that we're getting in these colors when we cut them out. Like I'm going to get a couple more in pink that I can save and use at different time. Oh, really? So who is that? So Facebook user said, this is the first time in a long, long time I have caught a live. Who is that? Who are you? Just says Facebook user. Okay, so we've got thank you and celebrate and with sympathy. And we can save those for another time. So cool. And oh, happy day. All right, let's get another scrap of the white and we'll do the sponge brayer technique. Oh my gosh, I called it a sponge brayer again. Okay, so we're going to use Hello, and we're going to use Real Red ink, and we're going to brayer it. Oh, it's Joanne Porter. Hi, Joanne. Happy you could join us. Join us live. Okay, so I'm going to just cross over this section. Okay, and put my dies down where they go. Now remember, this is just going to give us the outline. So when you set it down, try not to move it. Keep it still. And let's run it through. Hi, Karen. Oh, maybe. Okay. Ooh, look. So this is with the outline. What do you guys think? Kind of cool. All right, so now we'll kind of compare and see what we like the best and go with that. So first, let's kind of get the other pieces and elements so we can kind of get a general idea. And to do that, we need to just emboss our hearts. Now, we're not going to use the die for this because we don't want to cut out the hearts. We just want to emboss. And so I cut my piece of cardstock down to 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches because that's the size of the panel that I want. So you would just put it, you would center it and put it where you want. Like I'm trying to center my hearts on my page and make sure that they're straight. And then once you've got it kind of where you want it, make sure that you sorry, I can't talk and concentrate at the same time, but make sure that you don't let it move so you can keep it where you want it. And I'm just going to run this through. Same sandwich as my hybrid embossing folder with the dies in it. It's the standard plate with the blue plate adapter. So there we go. Now we've got this beautiful embossed image. Okay. So we've got the hellos, and we'll die cut some hearts too. So we need to cut out the words love and these hearts. And this love is part of a new alphabet set that I'm in love with. I'll show you here. This one. It is fantastic. It's called the Mini Alphabet Die, and it's part of the mini catalog. So it's in the mini catalog, and it's one big sheet. So I love that. Every time I pass it through, I get a whole bunch of alphabet letters that I can save and use for another time. Like now I've got another L. All of these letters I can pop out and use for a different project. I can keep them. I was actually looking through my supplies to see if I have any little Tupperwares, like little Tupperware containers that I can store all my alphabet letters in different colors. Or I could be like super efficient and have 26 containers, 26 little containers, and then have each letter of the alphabet have its own container. So that's kind of a cool idea too. So then you're not having to dig through letters. But I'm going to find a scrap of red, and we're going to run this alphabet set through and get our letters. Now this has some embossing on it, but I think we can get everything we need out of this. We'll see. We'll see how we do. That's why I keep all my scraps. So bring this in so you guys can see it. There's my paper, my plate. It's a sort of regular standard sandwich with the magnetic plate and 2 clear plates. Run that through. Yes! Yes, so smart, Jan. So I was thinking too, like those little you know, those fishing tackle boxes or makeup, like little containers that you can buy at the dollar store, I think would work really well with all the different little compartments. And I can use that. And I don't like the way my V cut out, but I can use the E. So I have an L and an E, but I'm going to need to die cut another V. So give me a second here. And we need to cut out some hearts as well. So I have the hearts here, and they're going to be cut out with this set of hearts here. And it's all part of that Adoring Hearts bundle. And let's get a little piece of red for the V. So we need to cut a V. Okay. So lots of little pieces. I did not use an adhesive sheet. No, I didn't. I would have been smart to, but I have my fine tip glue pen that I use, and it's been making my life a little bit better. So I have those. But yes, the adhesive sheet with these letters is the way to go for sure. Okay. So let's get our letters out. And one more little, okay. All right, so a lot of little pieces. Did I seriously cut the V? No, it's going to work. Okay. So L, V, and E. And then we have the hearts. And I will sort through the rest of these letters at another time. Okay. Look at all these letters we've got. But yeah, so a fun, kind of a little tedious at the start, but you could have so many great letters to use by just cutting this once. So it's kind of fun. All right, so I'll set that aside. All right, now's the fun part. So we're going to put our pieces together and then figure out how we want our hello to look. So I cut a piece of that beautiful Most Adored Designer Series paper, and it almost hurt me to glue this gorgeous gold rose down, but I need the red hearts for this one. But it's so pretty. And this is just 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so just 1/8 of an inch smaller than the front of the card. And then, like I mentioned, this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I almost like this side. Do you ever do that? Like, you're like, do I want the debossed or the embossed? I think I'm going to do the embossed. Okay, so we'll glue this down. Okay, and then we're going to figure out the hello. So this is the outlined hello, and we could do the border behind it as well to make it pop like so. So we have this option. Well, we have this option. Here is the reverse that we thought we wanted. So there's hello if we do the reverse, which I feel like the white just gets drowned out. Then we have this hello. And we can do hello with the pink. Hello with the pink and the black in the back, or the purple or the red. Wow, that makes me think of Barbie. Doesn't that look like Barbie? And I don't know if it's the right pink. What do we think? So there's pink. There's the red outline. I'm really liking that. Or we have just the red with the white. So pink outline or red? Yes, outline with the red. Red outline. Okay. Yes. Red and pink and red and white. Red outline. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of the red outline, and I really like the red outline too. So I think we'll go with that one. It's just kind of a cool look. But you have lots of different options. So you could do so many different ways. But yeah, I like this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to take our liquid glue, or if you used adhesive sheet, you would have been so much smarter than me. And I'm just going to put adhesive all along the inside. Oh, sorry, I'm off frame here. All along the inside. So I make sure my border piece is going to stick. So flip this around. And I want it kind of off to the right side and down a little bit. So it has a little border to the bottom and to the right side of all of the letters. Like that. Okay. Then we can glue that down to our card. Okay. Well, I'm going to need that here in a second for the letter. So, so hello. And we can just put that smack in the middle. You can also kind of put it diagonal. It's up to you. I have all these alphabet pieces. And then we can do our word love. So L, heart, V, I just thought it was cute with the heart. And then E. The heart instead of the O. Hello, love. And then we have 2 more hearts to put on. Just kind of to bring a little bit more color in to the card there. Yay! So there's that. And again, it's just a really fun way to kind of bring some texture into your projects. And I'm going to use my Wink of Stella and add some glitter because I do like the look of the glitter. And Wink of Stella will make your ink like run a little bit. So just know that it might turn your letter a little pink. So pretty. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's fun. Fun way to, and I really like this. It stands out so much more than this one, doesn't it? You almost can't see that second L or that first L, but this just made it stand out so much more. I wonder if I should put the pink over this one and add another layer. I think I'll do that just to make it pop up a little bit more like Barbie. It just reminds me, this pink reminds me so much of Barbie. A Barbie color. Oh, come on. So there's the pink and red. And there's the red, white white with red outline. Cute. Okay. Project number 2 done. Which one's your favorite so far? You like the Lost Lagoon one or you like the Hello Love one? This one, I'm so excited. This one's going to take a little bit more work, but I'm really excited for it. Okay. So this one is our shaker card with all our little hearts. And this time I'm going to do it with the window sheet instead of the vellum, because the vellum, yes, you can see the shaker material back there, but it's very, very subtle. And I think that if you didn't know, you might miss it. So I'm going to see what it looks like if we do the window sheet behind it. So the first thing we have to do is cut our windows out of the designer series paper. And the problem with this is that when you put this on the paper, you have to be really careful about spacing and centering. And then this last heart will potentially cut through your paper. So you just want to kind of tape things down if you can. Make sure that it's not going off the edge because it's a really tight fit. Now this piece of designer series paper, I cut down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which is about as big as you can go for a piece unless it's the actual same size as the card base. So just butt that up against those edges. And I'm just going to kind of put some tape down to make sure that it doesn't cut. And you can also use your, oh, okay, well that didn't work. You can also use your plates as a way to make sure it doesn't cut. And I'll kind of explain that here in a second once I get that centered. So you can just put your plate where you want it to end so that it doesn't cut through. Oh, stop moving. It's going to keep moving on me. It's just risky business, man. Risky business. Okay. It's just a really, really tight border. But we did it! Yay! We made it work. All right. And then you have these really pretty hearts that you can use for something else. And the back of that paper is this plaid, which is so cute. So you can have these plaid hearts or something. Okay. So let me take this tape off very carefully. There we go. Set that aside. All right. So to glue the window sheet, we are going to put a fine layer of glue around all of the hearts, just to make sure it's nice and glued down. The window sheet I cut like to a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the DSP so that it's like a pretty much the same size, but just isn't going to show. So the window sheet and the DSP pretty much have to be the same size. So I'm just going to push that down. I don't want the glue to kind of ooze out around the hearts, but you want it to give a nice coat, nice cover. All right. Now for the kind of tedious part is boxing in each of your hearts. So we've got to box in our hearts. And I don't know if it's easier to tear or cut, but this is kind of a tedious process, just piecing all of these foam strips around each heart. And you do have to build it into a box because otherwise you're going to have to use a ton of shaker material. And if you don't box it off, then none of the shaker material will ever show at the top with the hearts. So you do want this frame to kind of go as close to the bottom of the heart in each row. And this is a messy process. Like I have sparkle shaker stuff everywhere because this is such a mess. And I'll show you my technique for getting this shaker material in the right spot. It's kind of funny, but it works. Okay, and then one more little strip. Right at the top. So we've kind of created these boxes around each of the hearts where the sparkles or the whatever filler you are going to use won't spill out. Okay, and these are foam adhesive sheets. They are a godsend and you must use them. They're just the perfect height for shakers, and they work really well. Okay, what did I do with my guide? I created a guide. Now I'm looking through my trash, trying to figure it. Oh, I did. I threw it away. Dang it. Okay, well, we'll make a new guide. So for the guide, you just want to cut a piece of cardstock down to the same size that you had your DSP. So for mine, it was 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. And then you're going to cut out your hearts the same way you did your DSP. So I'm going to do that here off to the side. So I'm just going to cut these hearts out and we're going to create a template. And just getting it centered. So once you have your template, you're going to take your card base. And I'm going to use my bone folder, make sure this is lying as flat as possible. And I also kind of want to get a tray that's going to contain all of my sparkles, my little shaker material. So I'm going to use my bigger embossing tray as kind of my catch-all. So I've got my big embossing tray. I've got my card base and I've got my template. Okay. And then I'm going to take whatever material you have. This is old gold glitter flakes that my friend gave me. You all have a jar of sparkles, sprinkles, flakes. Man, I'm making a mess. Oh, it's because my brayer. I never cleaned my sponge brayer. And I called it a sponge brayer again. Foam brayer. I'm just so trained on sponge brayer. I'm like, why did I get all this red? It's from this darn thing. Pain in the butt to clean. Okay. All right, so here we go. So I've got my template laid on top of my card base, and then I'm just going to take my sprinkles and try to pour them into each heart section. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, and it's okay if it's a lot. I promise. Watch. We're going to do this. We're going to lift up. I'm going to leave this open just so we're going to lift up in our little template. Try to tap off as much into the garbage or back into the can. Okay. And then you can kind of see now we've got these little piles built up. So what you want to do is you want to push all of the sprinkles into their little piles, and you want to create a border around so you know that the sprinkles are not going to be hitting the adhesive little frame that you built. Okay. That's the important piece. And mostly at the bottoms and on the sides, as long as it's fitting inside the heart shape and not covering where the sticky frame needs to go, you're going to be in good shape. Okay. So we've created these little mounds of our shaker material. Okay. Dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. It's messy, but it's worth it. It's going to be so cute. Okay. All right, so then we're going to peel off the backing of our foam. Okay, all of our foam backing is peeled and exposed. And then you have one chance to get this right. But you lay it down and you push along all of the edges to make sure it's nice and stuck down. Did I forget one here? I feel like I forgot one here. Oh well, the bottom's gonna have a free for all down there. But then look at this. You've got sparkle glitter mania in there. Oh my gosh. You can totally, like, this is great. Okay. So much better than the window sheet or the vellum, because the vellum really toned it down. How fun. And then we'll put our sprinkles. This worked great. Do I have a plug in there? Yeah, that's not going to help me. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. That's so cool. That actually worked. I sure did, Becky, didn't I? Oh, well, it worked out. Okay, so now we have I guess you really don't need the one separating each of the hearts because they can go back and forth between the layer, but so cool. Okay, this is looking like a Barbie card. I'm not going to lie. This looks like a Barbie card now with the pink and the gold. Okay. So, but we're not done. We're going to die cut some really pretty decal hearts from the die set, and we're going to make our little banner here. So we're going to get the heart dies again, and we're going to cut out 6 of these. Got 4, so we just need to cut out 4 and then 2 extra, and then we need a banner. So we'll cut a banner out of Flirty Flamingo. So pretty. And I did do some little hearts, so we'll do those too. I love it. This is so cool. And it's like, you know, staticky. So the sprinkles are sticking to the window sheet, but that's even better because it makes it look really covered. So cool. All right, let's go ahead and die cut those. So pretty. Thank you. This large mat was given to me. It's called Messy Mat. You can find them online. I think you can actually order them on Amazon. I think these were part of like a teacher store or something, like an art teacher store. But a friend of mine gave them to me, and she worked at a school, and they were getting rid of them. And she's like, "Hey, I think you would really like these." And yeah, they've been amazing, phenomenal. And I have quite a few of them, and I love them. And yeah, so these are just like plastic mats, and they come in different colors too, but I tend to like the green one for some reason. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of this on one sheet, but we'll see if I can do it. Everyone's like, you forgot the bottom, and it's okay. It works out. I'm looking at all your comments like, Tiffany, are you blind? Yes, I am blind. Okay, we're going to get our little pokey tool because I want to poke out 2 of these and reuse them. Maybe. There we go. No? Still no? Okay, so I'm going to cut this one again. Can I do this in a way that's going to allow me to cut both? And we'll cut this one again, if I can fit it. And I can't fit it. So we'll just do one, and then I'll do another one. Okay. So that's 5. And then we need one more for the 6. So let me see in my pink drawer if I have. I do. I just broke my nail. Not that my nails look good. They keep breaking because they're really frail. Okay. All right. So that should be everything. My nail broke. Ow. Okay. I always get so messy when I'm designing, and we can clearly see why. These ones definitely should have been cut on adhesive sheet because they are a pain in the butt to glue down. And then we've got our hearts. Okay. Let me put these away so I don't lose them. All right. And this one too. Okay, so we've got to poke out all the pieces. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So many pieces of trash. Okay, so we've got our frame on, and now we can glue these little detailed pieces down. And I just used my fine tip glue, and it just kind of did little dabs of glue all the way around everything. And then I just picked a heart and glued it down. Now with window sheet, it's a different texture, so it's going to take a little bit longer for the glue to stick and glue down. So these are the same heart, so I'm just going to kind of put them away from each other. And these two are this. Oh, there's 2 of each, I guess. So I'm just adding some glue to the hearts. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You guys like it? Do you guys think it's pretty? So I'm just putting dabs of glue all around the heart. Oh, actually, I want to do this one. Okay. So now we can let those hearts dry. So pretty. They look so different with just the window sheet versus the vellum. So different. It's crazy. So we are going to do the embossing of the gold on our banner. And this sentiment that I picked was "Love you much." And this is actually from the Pansy set. Love you much. And I just kind of shaped it on my block so that it looks a little curvy, so that it looks like it fits inside the banner. But like I mentioned, in the actual bundle, there is, if you get the bundle, I think it's this on page 18. If you get the bundle, there's actually a word that does the curving that actually fits with the banner. So yeah, but hey, you make it work. If you don't have it, you make what you have work. So I'm just going to stamp love you much, which I like. I like that sentiment. It's cute. And we're going to take our little tweezers and use our gold emboss powder. Okay, and we're going to heat set that, but let me put my emboss powder away. Okay, heat set this. Okay, so then we're going to take some adhesive, glue that down to our heart. And you can pick the heart you want to do that too, but I like it there. And did I lose a heart? I think I must have lost a heart. All I've got are two little hearts. I lost the littlest one. There's one. There's two. And that's all because I can't find the other heart, but that's okay. Looks so cute. Which one do you guys like? The vellum or the window sheet? They look so different. But now I'm thinking I like the vellum better. I don't know. I really think it's fun, and it's a great way to use up some of your glitter. I've got containers of glitter everywhere. But this was super fun. And I love this set, and I hope you are loving it also. I think it's great for Valentine's Day, which is coming up quicker than we want to think it is. And I'll bring these guys out. Let's see. I love it all the way to the right. Melanie. Window sheet. Kim likes the window sheet. The vellum is a softer look. And yeah, it's very true. It's kind of just gives a little bit different view on each one. Well, I had a blast. I hope you did too. I hope you guys either learned something new or fell in love with it. And if you ever have any questions or need anything, you know where to find me. I'm going to do our drawing now for a door prize. And then I think I'm going to give away, I have one extra creativity delivered kit from, well, actually I have a couple different months. I have the Merry and Bright. I have a Merry and Bright creativity delivered kit to give away. So let's share the giveaway tool. Share screen. And we are going to, there are 27 of you entered in the drawing. This is a $40 prize. And with shipping, it's like $48.50. So it's a high value prize. So I just thank you guys, everyone, for watching and doing the hashtag. So here we go. Karen Dixon. Woo woo. Congratulations, Karen. Make sure you send me your address in a private message so I can get you your prize, and I will email you the tutorial as well. So congrats, and thank you, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.